But it's like knowing when it's time to let it go and honoring that, y'all, that's where the work is. And that's where I invite you all as we're sharing with you all, like we're putting in our reps.
Hmm.
Putting in our reps, but know that it's not easy. It doesn't feel good. But on the other side, it starts to get easier to have those difficult conversations and to not put yourself in those situations that make you feel stuck. And it's not going to always be something you're excited to do. But when that nudge is coming and that phone keeps ringing, if you keep pressing decline, it's gonna find its way through some way, shape, some form, somehow. So welcome to Healing Conversations podcast.
Podcast.
Yes, if you keep pressing decline, it's gonna find its way through some way, shape, some form, somehow. So just saying, landing it there.
Hmm. Hmm. I know we are keeping these concise. I just wanted to share these two things that came up for me real quick. Um, I was getting memory of some of the things in my life where I was getting that signal, and it was very much like, okay, I'm gonna follow it right now. And I didn't really think about it. So there have been times when I got that signal immediately and I was like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna be out here. And there are other times, like when I was a child and I had a friend in middle school who just was not a nice person. And she really impacted the way that I saw myself in different situations. And it came up for me because we're talking about this loyalty to self versus loyalty to others. And I felt this sense of loyalty towards her, um, because I had like this pity for her because she didn't really have any other real friends. Um, and so I felt like I had to keep being friends with her, even though she treated me like shit. You feel
Mm,
me? And I think having that experience as a child made me kind of trigger happy as an adult to be like, if anything is giving me even a whiff of this ain't it, I'm not gonna give it the time of day. And so I started to just jump out of stuff. But now I'm more mature in my 30s. I
mm,
have a clear discernment. So, like with this collaboration situation, I can be like, I will give them first, second, third to really observe and actually take in the data and not be emotionally attached to it. And like you were saying with the perceptions, that's the second thing I wanted to talk on real quick. Um, not be concerned about what this other person's perception of it is or what our atmosphere, environment perception of it is or how it is perceived. Like that's not my responsibility. That's out of my control. And it's interesting because I had a conversation with someone else the other day and they were having like this personal dilemma on the phone while we were on the phone and we were supposed to be talking about something else. And I was like, when you handle this, I love you. Like, I understand you have things to do. But when you're done handling this, you can call me back. And they're just like kept talking and talking. I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang up now. And then I'm like, okay. And then I hung up. And then they called me back later and they're like, I didn't really appreciate how you hung up on me earlier. That's not really the way I wanted the situation to go. And I'm like, I wasn't gonna sit there and hear you talk to yourself about something that doesn't involve me because we were supposed to be having another conversation. And I didn't intend for it to be harmful. Again, I was just like, I get that you're navigating something. I get that, lots of things on your plate and this just popped up. It's totally fine. And I really did my best to be as soft and as gentle as possible while still honoring myself to be like, I don't want to be a part of this. This has nothing to do with me. But they still felt some type of way about it. And I had to be like, that has nothing to do with me. I still love you. Yeah. If you want to still talk to me about stuff, then we could do that. But that's outside of my control. That's for you to deal with your feelings.
Mhm.
But yeah, this has been a really wonderful conversation. I hope it has inspired you all to honor yourself at a deeper level. And per season one, we're still giving these tips out to y'all so
Yes.
that you can put this stuff into action and see it work in your life, and reach out to us and let us know how it was working for you and what you gained from it. So, Ramel, is there a tip that's coming up for you that you would like to share?
Oh, first tip that I feel called to share with the tribe is pay attention when you get that feeling of it's time to let go. And you know the feeling. I don't even have to describe the feeling. You know the feeling because it's this nudge, it's this pull, there's just like this milk that's expired and I can't even drink it, but I keep it in my refrigerator. I just keep it in my refrigerator because I don't want to let it go because I don't want the refrigerator to look empty. So when you get that feeling that it's time to let go because you know something is expired, just let that be your first awareness that it's time to take action. So pay attention to that feeling because that feeling is trying to tell you something.
Yes, that's a big one, y'all. Catch that. Um, I also have something that's kind of similar, is scan your life for situations where you feel stuck, because it may not be as loud as what Ray Mel is saying, where you're getting that feeling of like, ooh, I need to get out of here. I need to go. You might be feeling like, I don't know where to go. I feel like I can't go anywhere. So also scan your life for that, because that's also a sign that something else needs to happen. There needs to be some other action, a new environment, some new people. And I'm gonna just land that there because we can keep talking.
And the last one that I feel called to invite you all to just practice is do it scared. Take the action scared. Have that conversation. Make the phone call. Write the letter. Do the thing and do it scared because it's that fear that often keeps us from doing it, doing what we need to do with honoring the feeling, scanning the body. The next step is the action, but a lot of times that action we don't take because we're afraid of what the outcome may be. So I invite you all just to do it scared
Mm.
because that fear is what keeps us from letting go.
Yes. So just to run these down real quick, Mel's first tip was to pay attention to that feeling that comes up when something is needing to be let go. And then I invited you to scan your life for where you're feeling stuck, because that might also be a signal that something needs to let go, something needs to move. And then Brother Ray Mel invited you to take that action, because if we don't take the action, then nothing will change. So, this is a powerful set of tips and suggestions. We're not here to preach or tell you to do anything. These are offerings,
Invitations, invitations.
invitations.
Take them if you want. You don't have
Yes.
to. You can respectfully decline.
Honor
It's your
yourself.
choice. It's your choice.
Yes, and definitely reach out to us and let us know how this episode landed for you, and how these action steps supported you or did not support you. Listen, we're open to feedback,
Yeah.
and you can catch up with us on Instagram at Raymel Bentley. You can catch up with me on Instagram at VZ Spaces. That is V as in victory, Z as in zebra, and spaces as in
Mhm.
space with an S at the end. We're also on YouTube, and Brother Ray Mel is on TikTok. I believe.
Yes. I'm gonna stick to the talk. Yes, yes. And y'all, thank y'all. We're excited to be back. We're excited to be in our space, and we're excited for this season too, y'all. When I tell you the fire is coming, we ain't gonna talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. We're just gonna show y'all. So Thank y'all. And y'all already know we'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.